Bad Bunny is once again at the center of a cultural firestorm, and this time, the conversation goes far beyond music. After his recent appearance at the Grammy Awards sparked intense backlash and debate, fans, critics, and industry insiders alike have been watching his every move. What should have been just another high-profile performance has now turned into a defining moment in his career. And with the Super Bowl looming on the horizon, many are asking the same question: will Bad Bunny respond to the controversy, or will he let his silence speak for him? To understand why this moment matters so much, it's important to understand who Bad Bunny is in today's cultural landscape. He isn't just a global superstar. He represents a generation of Latin artists who broke barriers without asking permission. From the beginning of his career, he built his success largely on Spanish-language music, unapologetically embracing his Puerto Rican identity in an industry that has long pressured artists to conform to English-speaking norms. For many fans, Bad Bunny became a symbol of cultural pride. He showed that Latin artists didn't have to dilute their sound or identity to dominate global charts. That's why every artistic choice he makes now is scrutinized not just as entertainment, but as a statement. When Bad Bunny took the stage at the Grammys, expectations were already sky-high. Award shows aren't just performances, they're moments of visibility, especially for artists representing communities that have historically been overlooked. His performance was polished, confident, and unmistakably his. But one brief moment quickly became the focal point of online discussion. During the performance, he incorporated English lyrics, and that decision ignited a massive debate. For some viewers, it felt like a natural evolution. A bilingual artist performing on a global stage, blending languages as a reflection of his worldwide reach. For others, it felt like something else entirely. The backlash was swift. Social media platforms lit up with reactions almost instantly. Some fans expressed disappointment, arguing that Bad Bunny had abandoned the very identity that helped set him apart. Others accused him of prioritizing mainstream acceptance over cultural authenticity. Hashtags trend, clips were replayed and dissected, and what might have been a fleeting moment became a viral controversy. Critics argued that English lyrics at an awards show dominated by English-language performances carried symbolic weight. For them, it wasn't just about language, it was about representation and resistance in an industry with a long history of sidelining Latin voices. At the same time, defenders of Bad Bunny were just as vocal. Supporters argued that limiting an artist's expression based on expectations of cultural purity is unfair and unrealistic. They pointed out that bilingualism is a lived reality for millions of people within Latin communities. To them, the backlash revealed a double standard. Latin artists are celebrated for breaking barriers, but criticized the moment they don't conform to rigid expectations. Music industry analysts and cultural commentators soon weighed in. Some viewed the controversy as evidence of a larger shift in Latin music's place in the global market. Latin artists are no longer outsiders, they're headliners. And with that visibility comes pressure to represent entire cultures, whether they want to or not. Others argued that the debate itself exposes how conditional success can still be for Latin artists, who are often celebrated for their difference only as long as it remains predictable. Many began calling the performance a turning point, not because of the music itself, but because of the reaction it provoked. The moment forced fans and critics alike to confront difficult questions. How much do audiences own an artist's identity? Where is the line between evolution and expectation? For Bad Bunny, this was no longer about one performance. It was about navigating fame at a level where every choice is magnified and every silence is interpreted. What intensified the controversy even further was Bad Bunny's response, or lack of one. His team remained quiet. There were no statements, no social media explanations, and no interviews addressing the backlash directly. For some fans, the silence felt intentional and powerful. For others, it was frustrating. In the absence of answers, speculation filled the gap. As the Grammy debate continued, rumors began circulating about Bad Bunny's possible involvement in the Super Bowl, one of the biggest stages in entertainment. The Super Bowl isn't just a performance, it's a cultural moment, watched by hundreds of millions around the world. If Bad Bunny were to appear, every detail would be analyzed through the lens of the Grammy controversy. Fans began asking whether he would double down on his artistic choices, return to a fully Spanish-language performance, or address the backlash symbolically. Some believe a Super Bowl appearance could serve as a moment of reconciliation, a reaffirmation of his roots. Others think any attempt to correct the narrative would feel forced. At this level of fame, there is no neutral choice. At the heart of the controversy lies a larger question: that extends far beyond Bad Bunny. Can an artist evolve without being accused of betrayal? Can cultural pride coexist with global ambition? For many fans, the emotional response isn't just about one artist, it's about history. Latin communities have long fought for visibility without assimilation, and that struggle makes moments like this feel deeply personal. Regardless of where people stand, the conversation has implications for the future of Latin music. Artists watching this unfold are taking notes. They're seeing how success brings new expectations and new limitations. The debate may influence how future performers approach global stages, award shows, and crossover opportunities. As of now, the conversation continues. Fans remain divided, critics remain vocal, and Bad Bunny remains silent. Whether he chooses to address the backlash directly or let his work speak for itself, one thing is clear: this moment has cemented his role not just as an artist, but as a cultural figure whose choices resonate far beyond the stage. So the question remains, what happens next? Will Bad Bunny use his next major performance to make a statement, redefine expectations once again, or simply move forward on his own terms? Whatever comes next, this debate has already left its mark, and in the world of music and culture, that may be the most powerful statement of all. Thanks for the watching and subscribe.